I had to do a TED Talk, and there's a couple more people in the room that had to do TED Talks, and they're real formal. You got to be politically correct. Let me help you. Ain't happening tonight, right? We're going right in. So, who's got your money? That's the question. Who has your money? Somebody has it. Who's got your money?
God.
No, God don't have your money. God pay you when you clean them buildings? No.
I was saying that in advance.
Now, who's got your money? If you're in real estate, what's the real estate mantra? Location, location, location. If you're an entrepreneur, what's your mantra? Money, money, money. Because the number one demise of every small business that goes in under is a shortage of capital. Undercapitalization. So I'm here to help you so that you aren't part of the statistics of the companies that are going under. So when you start thinking about your money and all the places that a small business has to go to get it, my man here, John Livingston, Dr. Henry John, come on man, give it up. We did what we were supposed to do. We won't say how long ago it was, but a long time ago. We jumped through the hoops, we tap danced, we put on blackface. Thank you, right? And we went to the bank, who was a friend of ours that we had massaged and courted and talked to, and we just pressed him. And I don't know much he got. I got $250,000. I got $250,000. They should have never gave me $250,000. They gave me $250,000, and I went out and bought the things that small business people need. You need furniture. You need a place to operate your business. You need support. Let me tell you, every decision I made was pristine until we got to the support. I hired an idiot. I mean, money just went, and he kept saying, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So what happens? I can tell you every place that you need to go to try to find the money you need in order to be successful in business. But the reality is that it's not the money. The money is the easy part. And I know most of you or some of you are going, yeah, it's easy to say, you've been in business for 25 years. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 years. I'm not that old. So what do we do? And how do we do it? I can tell you that. Venture capital. Find a shark, right? Find an angel. I mean, all these names they come up with where you can go and you can get your money. But the reality is that when we look at trying to find that money, we're all looking for that secret, right? And it's not just the secret of where's the money, it's the secret of how do I lose weight? Where's the pill? What's the latest pill? Where is it? Please give it to me. I need it. Did you see it? I was looking at, we all fall subject to it too. I was looking at Gronkowski. He's a big, huge tight end for the New England Patriots. They said, oh, Gronk's in trouble because he took a performance-enhancing drug. He said, well, it wasn't on the list when I took it, right? But it works. It's amazing. And then you scroll down through this article, and guess what? All of my web design people and my social marketing people, they know where I'm going with this. You scroll down, it's more of an advertisement for this pill than it is the actual story on him getting in trouble. So you look at it and you say, wow, why is everybody looking for The Secret? Do you remember when the movie The Secret came out? It was huge. I mean, I got the thing in my car, right, in DVD, and I have somebody Jimmy rig it so I can watch it while I'm driving, right? So we're all looking for that secret. But here's the problem. Why is everybody looking for it? The reason why everyone is looking for the secret is because we can't stomach the truth. And guess what the truth is? It's not the loan, it's your work ethic. It's not the loan, it's your work. You got to do the work. You want to get in shape? We got a strength and conditioning guy in here. You got to do the work. Where's my strength and conditioning guy? I met him earlier. He says, if I ask him right now, if you work out twice a week, go to Burger King 3 times a week, and walk and park your car a little bit further than normal, are you going to lose some weight? No. Guess what he's going to say? Hell no. No, you're not going to lose any weight. So what happens? I'm here to tell you how to get the money. That's all I'm here for. How do you get the money? Now, let me go backwards and say tell you what I believe. This is what I believe with all my heart. I believe that your mindset leads you to clarity. Clarity leads you to action. Action leads you to value, money, progress, whatever name you want to give it. And that leads you to love. That's what I personally believe. So everything I tell you is centered around that belief system. And why am I sharing that with you? It's because I don't want you to think that the discussion about money is money. It's about freedom. Because when you get from action to money to time, did I forget time? To time, you want more time. Time gives you a chance to love a little bit more, right? Right? I got divorced because I didn't have enough time to love with my family. And they said, dude, either us or them. And I'm like, well, y'all created all these bills for me. I got to keep working, right? How much you going to love me when we living in a shack? And she was like, not much, right? That's my belief. So I'm laying that premise out for you for this reason. When you look at your business and you look at yourself, because the title to this talk is Undercapitalization in Business and Life. And I'm going to tell you, for us small business people, it's one and the same. We got commercial realtors in here. We got people that own house cleaning services. We got It Works people. We got professors. We got professional students. I mean, those are just the people that I spoke to, okay? So we got everybody in here. If you came to Code City in the beginning, it was web design, code writers. They would have never heard anything I had to say. They would have just saw ones and twos, right? But everybody's in here now, so this is a perfect time for me to help you make this year an incredible opportunity for yourself. And this is how you do it. You have to commit to two things. First thing, you have to become an expert in your field. It's your skill set. Let me ask you a question. This is participatory. And if you don't, I'm going to ask you. Here's the story. Everybody has two skill sets. You have two, everybody. One of them is a 3, which means you suck at it, right? One of them is a 6, which means that you are slightly above average. I am going to swipe right and give you 3 points. You can choose to raise your 3, the thing you stink at, to a 6 and have 2 6s, or you can apply those 3 points to your 6 and become a 9. What are you going to choose? No time to think about it. What you choosing, Esperanza? 9. Who's choosing 9? Who's choosing 6? You're choosing 6. Why are you choosing 6? Don't even answer me. You're choosing 6 because society has taught you to be well-balanced. I need to be well-balanced, well-rounded, right? But let me ask you a question. Whose businesses succeed and whose businesses fail? Let me ask you a different way. You got to go get brain surgery, okay? You got to get brain surgery. You want the guy who just started, who's a 6? He might even be a 7. Or you want the cat that's a 9. Who wants the 7 guy to operate on you? By show of hands, let me see. Oh, you guys are smarter. Okay. You want to be a 9. In life, I was going to say in America, in life, the 9s get paid because they focus and specialize. I can only do one thing. I was going to say something political. Some people prove it day in and day out. They may be great at real estate. They may not be too great at negotiating overseas contracts. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So you choose what you want to do. I taught at Herzing, and I taught a course on, John Hivison taught the course. I took over for him when he left because he got tired of the kids. I'm joking. But we taught this course about self-development. It was about goal setting. It was about improving yourself. And all of the kids, they weren't even kids, all the students wanted to be 6s. And I said, what's a 6 going to get you? You are above average. Do you know how hard it is to be above average? It's not. Just show up. Just show up and you're average. Just show up. Who wants to be average? My God, you know I don't want to be average. He said, who's here for Derick? What did I say? Everybody. I mean, who wants to be average? Why are you working so hard if you just want to be average? Now, don't get me wrong. I love people that are average. I love them. I love them. You know why? We need them. We want people who don't want to do anymore. But it's all of you that are here that went a little bit further because you're here to gain some knowledge. So that means that you decided, wherever I'm at, I need a little bit more. So you have to become an expert. Why don't people pick, right? See, I'm an investment advisor, so I can't be scared to pick, right? Clients hire me because they're scared to pick. I don't know what stock to pick. I don't know, I don't want to lose my money. Oh my God, if I outlive my money, my mom's uncle's brother died broke. I mean, you know, he lived with me and I hated that bastard, right? I mean, they don't want to be that guy. So they hire me to pick. So obviously my pick gene is on point, man. I just bash the thing out of that. People come to me and I tell them exactly, you're not very smart. You need to hire somebody that's smarter than you, right? Forget your ego, hire somebody smarter than you, right? At least in that particular area. You're lazy. You need to hire somebody that's they just go round and round and round. And what do people do? They are lazy. They hire somebody who runs round and round. And what are you doing? Slow down, sit down, sit down. Stop all that moving. What's what you hire them for, right? Because they want you to be like them. But if you want more people like you, you're in trouble. Let me tell you right now, you're in trouble. So you have to become an expert. People are scared to pick. Pick something. I asked my man here, I said, hey, I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Joe.
Joe?
Yeah.
I asked Joe, what are you in? He says, I'm in real estate. My mind went 1,000 places. You know, I was like, he develops, he buys and sells, he kicks people out of houses, he's a slumlord. I mean, and I'm sure he has a specific focus. But let me tell you, when somebody asks you what you do, like a banker, like a venture capitalist, you need to be able to cut right to the chase. This is what I do. Well, do you do this? Somebody texted me last night, said, hey man, do you set up business taxes? I was like what? Like to file your taxes? He says, yes, no, that's not me. No, right? Well, I'm willing to pay. No, I stay in my lane. Mr. Kuntz, you're gonna see him, he wrote a book. It's amazing, amazing. You gotta get it. Right? He's right there, raise your hand. Right? You gotta get his book. You can talk to him afterwards. You ask and you say, what should I pick? Right? What does everybody tell you? What does everybody tell you? If you're on Instagram or Facebook for 5 minutes, you can tell me what everybody tells you. Follow your passion. Follow your passion. Follow your passion. Follow what you're good at. Follow what you're great at. Who cares what you're passionate about? I ask young kids, what subjects do you like? Do you like social studies? Do you like math? Don't buy into the pool because our pool is infested. You got to study everything. My son calls me up. I swear to God, this is true. He calls me up. He says, Dad. I say, yeah. He says, answer one question. I say, yes, sir. He's 21. Well, I keep telling people how old I am. He's 18. He says, Dad, when am I ever going to use calculus in real life? I took the phone. I was like, oh my God, this is my son from the top of my head to the bottom of my foot because I asked the same question in Calculus 2 class. I said, son, I hate to tell you, you are never, ever going to use calculus in real life. He goes, well, I said, don't ask any more questions. You got to pass the class. That's the pool. When am I going to? You're not. But you guys are out of school. Most of you, some of you are still in school, but most of you are out. You need to focus on one thing. And don't be scared. Pick it. Go for it and do it. Top to bottom. Second thing. Now you understand that when I say be an expert means that you've put in thousands and thousands and thousands of hours on one topic, right? On one topic. He asked me, he said, so what are you doing with yourself? I said, I'm a financial consultant. He goes, oh, you're still doing that? Yeah, 30 years later, yeah. Oh, why do I keep telling people? 20 years later, I'm still doing that, financial consulting. I stay in my lane. The second thing that you need to do is harder than the first thing. The first thing is in a book somewhere by some other expert that can tell you how to do it. The second thing is the most difficult thing that you will ever have to do, and that is self-mastery. If you want money, you need to master yourself. Now, it sounds really easy. I know myself. I've been living myself for 40 years. Who else knows me better than me? You don't. That's why you keep getting in the same argument with your spouse, right? You don't. Because you get in the argument. Let me tell you a story. So I'm on my way home, and I know I'm going to get in a fight. This is when I was married. I know she's pissed about something. And I'm on my way home, and I say, okay, Derick, you're not going to fall in the trap. You know what's going to happen. You're going to say this, then she's going to say this, and then you're going to say this, and she's going to say this, and it's all going to blow up. Don't fall into it. You know yourself. You got to do better than that. And I get home, and guess what happens? Anybody? Boom, trap. So why? So here's the thing. Everybody will tell you what it is. No one tells you how. Nobody tells you how. The how is all of the work. The how is how you get that check. If you become the absolute best person at maintaining your mental, your physical, your spiritual, and your emotional balance through doing the work. What does that mean? It means that you have to sit down. Let me give you an example. Let me tell you exactly. You want to know something personal? I'm going to show you. Where is it? Here's the work. You want to know the work? Here's the work. And I do this every day. It's my personal journal. So yesterday, I wrote in my journal. At the top, it says date, yesterday's date. Time, it says noon. State of mind, right up top. What does it say so they know I'm not lying? Frustrated. Right at the top, it says frustrated. It says on my list of mind-swirling thoughts is where is the passion in my work, in my relationships, in my mind, etc. It's easy. I was frustrated with some people, just so you know where this is coming from. I was frustrated with some other people. It's easy to look and find excuses why it's hiding or others don't show it within your circle, but the truth is it's on myself. I desperately want to blame the life-sucking vampires, because I want some of those sucking vampires, want it and I want it, on the energy-sucking takers but not givers. Again, it's 100% on myself. It says, I'm a different man with less worries. I'm more playful. I'm more boyish. I'm more mannish. I'm more patient. I'm more interesting or interested. I'm more optimistic. I want to be that guy all the time. Now, most people would stop right there and say, okay, I'm having a bad day. Let me go do something. Take a drink. Let me go for a walk and play with my dog. They ain't going to fix it. You got to do the work. So what did I do? Okay, so I wrote down, how do I get there? Well, I need to be at zero debt. Zero debt. No debt. That's what I wrote down. I wrote down I need to have mid-six figures in the bank. Mid-six figures. I'm just telling you the work that I need to do. Honoring my obligations, which I always do, but every time something slips through the cracks, something slips through, and somebody looks at you and go, well, I thought you said, I hate that. I thought you said you was gonna, damn. Living what I see. Now we're going back to you. Was it Rebecca?
Actually, it's Betsy.
Betsy, I knew it was a B in there. Betsy said, God supplies, right? Living what you see. God put a vision in my head of who I am, and it burns in me insatiably. It burns so hard it drives me nuts. Living what I see. That means that when I'm sitting on the couch looking at my son says, Dad, we got to check out this new Netflix series. And I go, I love you, but that's not getting me who I see I am. So you know what I do? I cut it off. I didn't just cut it off, I turned it off, right? I turned it off. He comes in the house, Dad, what happened to the cable? I was like, dude, you're away at college. And when you're here, you watch everything on your computer anyway. I cut it off. You know why? You have to be a master of yourself, because I know that if the cable's on, I'm going to go, I'm not going to watch TV. I'm not going to watch TV. I'm just going to see what's on. But I'm not going to watch it. I'm just going to say, oh, that's on. No, I haven't seen that episode, but I'll tell you what, I'm just going to watch the first 5 minutes. It's like a goddamn Lay's potato chip. So doing what I feel I'm supposed to do, not what I feel. I'm tired. I don't want to go to the gym. I'm not talking about that feeling. It's the feeling that I know I'm supposed to go because it's going to make me a better man, a better person. And then I clarified where I'm at, and I wrote my goals again for the day. So here's what I'm telling you. You need to find out who you are, what it takes for you to get there, and if you don't know, I'm going to close with this. You gave me the sign. Was that 20 minutes or 30? 20, okay, so I'm good. So here's the next one I'm going to tell you. I already told you about passion, right? Let's talk about failure. What does everybody say about failure? Motivationally, what do they say? Anybody?
It's a lesson.
It's a lesson. Thank you. It's a lesson. Fail your way to the top. Just keep failing. What the hell do you learn from losing or failing? You don't learn anything from losing. If losing was a proposition that said, I tell you what, you get 10 shots and guaranteed on the 10th shot, you're gonna win. Then I say fail 9 times. I would do it in a heartbeat. Fail, win. But it's not. It is unlimited to the amount of ways you can fail. Here's what you need to do. You need to win. You need to succeed. You need to win small. Do something that you know you can win. So you're a salesperson and you're supposed to make a ton of calls and you're not making your calls. Just do 5% of them. That's a win. And then the next day, do 6% of them. That's another win. You win yourself to the top. You succeed by winning, not by failing. These people are nuts. So let me tell you this much. If you want to know if I'm lying or not, you go to the top athletes in the country, golfers, tennis players, Olympians, any of them, and you find out who their mindset coach is. They have mindset coaches. They never show them a mistake. They never show a mistake. They only show successes. You're over the hurdle, and bam, you see how you did that? You was perfect. You like my form? I've never hurdled in my life. They never show them failures. You see how you caught that? You see how you ran that route? Keep running that route that way. You talk to your kids, and I did it. I was terrible. I thought I was a great dad. I was terrible. You see what you did? You messed that up. Let me show you again. Let me show you again. And then 2 weeks later, you remember last week when you messed up? Let me show you. No, show them successes. You show yourself the successes over and over and over. And what happens is that you're telling your creative subconscious, John talked about, man, he'll teach you about the creative subconscious. You're telling your creative subconscious, I win. I am a winner. And then before you know it, your mind is looking for ways for you to win. It's doing the work for you. How many of you have ever heard of the reticular activating system? I know, that's not fair. You write books on this stuff. Anybody else? Okay, so you have? All right, so 2 of you. I love this. So I got the rest of the crowd is mine. You guys go somewhere else, have a coffee. 3 of you. Yeah, you figured the crepe guy knew it. So here's the reticular activating system. I'm going to tell it to you in layman's terms. How many of you have a friend that got a new car? And they come over to your house, or you see them and you say, they just want to show you their new car. And you see the car. You're like, oh my God, that is a great looking car. I have never seen that car before in my life. What kind of car is that? And they say, oh, it's a Ford Contour. You're like, oh my God, it's a gorgeous car. And so you leave or they leave and you go off to the store and you go, oh my God, it's a Ford Contour, right? And then later that day you coming back, you go, oh my God, there's 3 Ford Contours. And then later you see, the next day you go, oh my God, they're all over the place. I'm being bombarded by Ford Contours. How many people has that happened to? Absolutely, that is called your reticular activating system. And here's what it means. When you tell your mind consciously what's important to you, and for you men, I'm going to tell you, you don't tell yourself what's important, you ask your wife. She'll tell you. But when you consciously know what's important to you, I need to do X by X date regularly, then your mind starts looking for ways for that to happen. But if you do the opposite, which is what you've been doing, you will continuously fail. You will continuously lose. Your mind needs to know that you're a winner. Those people, oh my God, this girl said to me the other day, actually it was like 2 months ago, she's only 16, so I hope I was able to help her. This is in passing. I was helping them carry some stuff because I'm just a nice guy like that. And she says, oh, I'm thankful that you're helping us because no one ever helps me. I always lose. Nothing ever works for me. My life is always bad. And I almost had a heart attack. You think I'm lying. I started sweating. like, wait, darling. I'm not a pedophile, but look, you need to listen to me for a couple seconds. You need to stop telling yourself that. Because those people say, I never win, their mind looks for a way to lose. So let me tell you something. When you become your absolute best, when you put the work in and you become your best, not based on anybody else, but your best, and you put the work in and you raise your level, your game at that one thing, people will pay for it. It's called supply and demand. You're going to be the surgeon of your field. And with that, you become unstoppable. Thank you.